Hello Space Engineers, welcome back to Hephaestus Prime, Wellington 6012 here. How's everybody doing? I hope you are all well. So a little bit of a cinematic intro today, just for something a little bit different. But now we've done that, we'll get straight into it. So I've made my way back this morning at daybreak from the Western Frontier Outpost. I did just stop by the other trading post out in the Western Frontier Desert. And now I'm here at the one near Fort Rutherford, so just grabbing some acquisitions. I did get a few out of that last trading post, so I'll take some stuff back with me. But not too much in there today. But while I'm here, I will just grab some more uranium if there's any in stock. Yes, there is. And yeah, that's just to take back with me next time to the Western Frontier. So I think we'll spend a little bit of that hard-earned money and just take that back with us. And since we're here, we may as well grab that ore, because I think that's a good deal buying it by the ore and refining it. I could be completely wrong. It may make no difference at all, but yeah, anyway. So let us head over to Fort Rutherford and get on with today. So just before we get on with today, I'll re-stow these modules. You don't need to see me do this because you have seen it before. Thing is, it took me such a long time to get those arms working and the thing carved out that I do want to show off my work a little bit, so bear with me. So that's the storage module, all tucked away nice and neat and tidy. And yeah, there was a large small grid container, so what's that, 1600 kilos or something, of the silver ore. So that should be just getting sucked away into the refinery to work away. So that'll be good to get some silver ingots available if I need them. And we'll just get rid of this battery module as well. Which, yeah, I just do struggle to remember which bar is in which. I'm glad I put them all up on the screens there. So anyway, that's all done. We shall park this up and just check over things before we get started. Now I will have to make a home for this command module, but not right now, but that will have to happen. Just get the stuff out of the chair, not put back in it. And we'll just check that the silver is indeed being sucked away and being worked on, so yep, that's ticking away, I think. I'll have to double check that, but certainly in the system anyway. So we'll just pop these things into the container, my zone chips. And so we're getting a reasonable supply of those. That uranium will just get sucked away, but I might just put the ingots straight into the ingot container. Now there is a little bit in there already actually, so that's quite nice. And I just saw that silver tick over, so that is indeed being processed, so that's good news. Right, so we will get on to the project for today. Before I get to that, and I know we're like a while in and I haven't really done anything yet, I just need to see about this lag. It's getting a little bit slow. I think I know what's causing it. I'll just go and fix that. Stand by. Alright, so on to today's task. What I want to do is I want to put a door, sort of a blast door type thing, on this entrance here to the access tunnel for the citrus orchard. So this is where the drones come out of. And, whoops. Ooh. It's a long way down. Okay, no explosions or anything, so that's good. I'll have to just be a little bit more careful. Yeah, so I want to put a door on here, a blast door type thing. So, I mean, I think I've talked about this before, sort of to get the effect of, say, the Borg cube, the Borg cube, when it releases or launches a sphere. But for that matter, sort of any missile launcher out of the ground, out of a missile silo, same type of thing. So I'll set it up with some sensors and stuff so that when the drones hover overhead, they'll open it, and same with coming up the tunnel. Now, the tricky thing is, is I really don't have any idea how to do this. So I just have to sort of figure it out as I go. Because I've got a few ideas. I thought maybe I use small grid. I thought maybe I use quarters and have like 4 pistons. The problem is we're on a bit of a slope here, so as much as that might work for 2, possibly even 3 sides, the 4th side would probably end up sticking out of the ground. Either that or the door, the blast door would be quite buried in the tunnel, which is not really the look I want. I'd quite like to have it up the top somewhere. So none of what I'm doing at the moment is actually the door. I'm just purely putting some scaffolding in to sort of work out where stuff goes and potentially where pistons would stick out. But yeah, I really think I'm just going to have to do a little bit of trial and error, and hopefully I get there some way. But it is going to be one of those situations where I'm going to move things several times, which doesn't make for fantastic viewing. So I think we're going to have to revert to one of my usual speed up thingies and get this thing done. Yeah, I think that's a plan. That's a plan. We'll go with that plan. Just enjoying the nice sunset here. So yeah, that went pretty well. Very well actually. A little bit finicky in some places, trying to drill and make sure I didn't sort of pop up out of the ground. But yeah, once I sort of figured out where stuff was going, got the sort of outline of the tube, the access and the sort of doors, yeah, it all went pretty well really, so yeah, quite happy with that. So best I show you now that that sun's stuck down behind the hill. There we go. So I ended up using the blast doors. Yeah, I couldn't really figure out any other way to do it. And yeah, they look alright. And I'm not going to look at it. It's not going to be something that I'm looking at every day. So yeah, they do use quite a bit of steel, those doors. That was one little headache. But yeah, just got the pistons down there. So they are retracted when the door's closed and they extend to open. So they are going backwards. And I got them set to a reasonable speed. Yeah, so I will put on some sensors at some point. I just thought for now, since we're sort of in a kind of new area above, that I might just put in another turret up here, just to be on the safe side. Not that anything sort of chased me home lately, but yeah. So I've got that container just there, so I'll do this by hand, because yeah, it can be a little bit tricky in the centipede. Yeah, it's sort of 6 one way, half a dozen the other, so I'll get this done, and we'll also have to have a little bit of a trial run with the new doors. I'll have to get those sensors put in. And then we'll have to just play it by ear. I did think about whether I'm going to do the sort of start the command room, so that would involve quite a large glass wall. But yeah, might just get a little bit dark, I think. So that could be a job for tomorrow. And yeah, we might just play it by ear and tidy up a few things around the base. But anyway, I shall finish this off and we'll come back in a minute. Alright, that's all done. A few trips back and forth with those metal grids. They do take up a lot of room in your inventory. But anywho, that's a number 5 turret, so yeah, good to have just that little bit of extra protection there. Right, I shall set up a sensor on here now. I'm just wondering whether I can get away with one, whether sort of 50 meters is quite a long way, so yeah, should just be able to get away with one. Because I was originally thinking I might need one in the tunnel, but then yeah, sort of have one up the top. Anywho, we'll give this a go, so a little bit of a trial run, and fingers and toes and everything crossed, so we'll just set this up. Now, the weather has deteriorated somewhat. It started raining, and also it's got very dark very quickly. So I think my sort of thoughts about starting the command center will definitely be postponed until the morning. And yeah, we'll just get on with some other stuff around here tonight. So I'll extend these all the way out to, I'm pretty sure it's 50 meters. Yeah, that does go to 50 meters, so that's good. And I'll just do the whole lot. I can't be bothered figuring out what is where. And might just turn on the thingamabob, the sensor range as well, so I can see that. And yeah, so there we go. Yeah, that's got pretty good coverage, and they do slow down quite a bit when they come up to the portal, as it were. And yeah, so that's all good. I think there's even just like a couple of waypoints within that sensor range. Exiting will be the thing, but yeah, hopefully. Oh, well, we'll just give it a go. What could go wrong? Okay, so the piston lid, I did put a group in there. Now it's not. Yeah, I need to do this backwards, because to close it, you extend it. No. To open it, you extend it. To close it, you retract it. Yeah, and then I just need to change the thing to small ships. Yep. And we don't need to delete players, so. Oh, it's closing. Don't get stuck in there. Oh, that worked. Okay, I can probably set the angry lime off from here, because I did set up that timer launch thingy, so just be able to activate that. That's that one there. Alright, well, it's either going to open and the angry lime's going to come up, or bad things are going to happen. Wonder how long it's going to take. Oh, there we go. Oh, awesome. Haha. Marvellous. I never doubted it for a second. Woohoo. Alright, I'll turn this sensor thing off, and then we'll put it back in the, we'll see, make sure it goes back in alright. So, if you didn't know how to set up the sensor range, you just need to switch it on to show on HUD, and in the info tab, you turn off the show sensor fields, or turn them on, as I just did the reverse of. Anyway, blah blah blah. Got a tutorial if you want to learn how to do that. So that's the one there, we just turn that one on. Right. Yeah, that's open with plenty of time. Plenty of time. No worries. Alright, we might just quickly chase it down. Get into the warm and dry of our tunnel. Ooh. That was a very close crack of thunder. Ooh. Awesome. Okay. Does land with a bit of a thud that, but seems to stop working. Okay. On to our next little task for the day, I think. So the first of my little bits of tidying up and bits and pieces, because I was sort of going to do this off camera, but I may as well just go through it now since we've got a little bit of time. I'm just going to set up another drill, same drill. I wish I hadn't actually taken it to bits because it is very definitely not gone far enough. So yeah, I'm just throwing another one of these in, and got to extend this tunnel a little bit, so I can put in a couple of more side docks, you know, the bays, the alcoves for the drones. So then I'll look at printing off another angry lime as well, so I do want 2 of those. And yeah, so I'm just going to set this up, and then I'll set it going, and we'll head off and do something else. Alright, so that is all just quite happily ticking away. I'll leave that for a little while now. Next little mini task is I might actually just go and quickly mine a little more ice. Just every now and then I just pop down here for 5 minutes and do a little bit of hand drilling. I'll show you the sort of setup I've got. I can't remember if I've shown it to you before, because I have got the big drills down here on the arm. Oops. But I've also got the collector down the bottom there, so I have just been every now and then drilling a bit of this. Last time I was here though, I was sort of getting to the limits of what I could do with the slope, so I just need to dig a slightly shallower angle, and hopefully all this stuff's still going in there. It still seems to be rolling in there by the looks of it. Because it's quite deep, this ice, so yeah, I don't think I'm really going to have to do too much more, because it's steadily filling up the hydrogen tanks. So yep, that's working alright. Cool, so now I can just take a little bit more of this, but as I say, I'm only going to spend about 5 or 10 minutes down here at the most, just while that drill's doing its thing, and then we'll head back up there and check on that. Okay, so that should, that looks like 10 meters, just double check. Yep, 10 meters, so, ooh, hang on, that's looking quite rough there. That's not a very smooth tunnel at all. I think that's because I've had it going too fast. I did actually put it up to 5 RPM, which, thinking that may have made it better, but I think that's made it worse. Okay. We'll reverse this out, and I'll slow it down to 3 or even 2 RPM, and that can just, yeah, smooth the tunnel a bit. So, alright, we're going to have to go away and do something else for a while. Now, this module's been sitting in the way for a little while, so best I do something with it. What I was thinking was, you can see there's 2 layers of half blocks there taking up the same space. I think that may be why it's causing sort of physics problems. So what I was wondering was whether I strip off the top half layer. Ooh. Why did that move by itself? As I was saying, if I strip off that top half layer and then raise it up, then that might solve the problem. So we'll give that a whirl and just see how it goes. I'll just use the colour picker to get the right colour. Oh, shift it again. Okay. Maybe I might just lock this down just to be on the safe side. There we go. Right, now it'll stop moving, hopefully. So I'll just put these little corner blocks in, and that way I can put the platform off of those. Of course, we'll have to grind this platform away first. So I've removed the deck, and I just put the ramps down, and I thought to myself, if it's not the deck, then probably it's a waste of time putting the deck on. So best do a bit of a test without the deck and see if it's actually the pistons causing it by themselves rather than the actual 2 decks, the ramps and the deck sharing the same space. So we'll see how we go. We'll connect this up, and yeah, I was sort of able to keep control of it last time. I was just going to cut the power. Yeah, so what could possibly go wrong? Haha. So I've set that automatic locking timer going, and I just need to turn on the merge block. Why is that not working? Okay. Oh, no, there it goes. Just impatient. Oh, that's not good. Okay, alright, best I get in control and cut the power to it, I think. That's not the button. I'm not panicked, but I am pressing the wrong buttons. That's not it, that's not it. That's not it either. I guess I could just steer it. Oh, yeah, right. Why didn't I just do that in the first place? Right, there we go. Ooh. Bit of a hard landing, but yeah, it's off. Right. Well, it's not the ramp and the deck sharing the same space. It's the pistons. So I think they are going to have to go, and I'll just stick with the deck. We'll do that in a minute. First, the piston should be back. Recessed, retracted. Yes, and that's looking a bit smoother. Yeah, still a little bit sort of hexagonal shaped, but I can live with that. So what we'll do now is we'll just disassemble this drill, and then we'll turn it 90 degrees. And when I say turn it 90 degrees, I mean grind this one down and build a new one at 90 degrees. There we go. I'm getting better at building these things. I mean, after all, this is about the 6th or 7th one, I think. Maybe over-exaggerating there. But anyway, let's get that going and get that spinning. Sweet. We'll just do this at 3 RPM so we don't get the same problem. And we'll turn the drills on first, as is the traditional thing to do. Here I am just saying I've done this so many times, I must be getting good at it, and Yeah. There we go, disaster averted. It only just slightly clips the top there. I never really need to do too much to get it to work, but that's... Yep, that's going. Yeah. So we'll just start to push this in, and then I can leave that for a little while, and we'll go back to the centipede carrier module. Okay, so I think probably the easiest way to do this is just to drop off the two pistons, and then I'll use the flyer or something to drag it over. Oh, what? Oh, 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 oh no! How did that happen? Oh. Doesn't look like it's sort of, what? How did that happen? Okay. Right, it's not going to blow up anymore. It's just, I can't even get my jetpack working now. Yeah, apart from a couple of connectors, it's actually not looking too bad. It's just a few blocks. Oh, gosh. Alright, so this is going to take a while to put back together. I'll probably put a projector on the centipede carrier module and just put that back together. Yeah. So I shall just toil away for a bit longer here and sort all this stuff out. I'll go and deal with that drill in a minute as well. But that's probably all that we have time for today in the episode, so I hope you can join me again next time. We'll probably get into that command center, I think. That might be nice to get on top of and make a start. Yeah, so thanks everybody for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. Mixed day for me. It was, it's been a good day apart from the last few seconds, so yeah. Anyway, that just leaves me to say have a good day, night, evening, morning, whatever time it is in your part of the world. And yeah, stay safe out there everybody, and we'll catch you again next time. Have a good one.